Hello, everyone. Very good evening to all of you. Please confirm in the chat box if I'm audible. Is my audio clear to all of you? Hello, Hiba. Welcome to the session. Yes. Can we have a response from all the audience here, please? All the lovely audience. Can you respond if I'm clearly audible to you all? Yes. Thank you, Chaitali, for the confirmation. Okay, great. Thank you so much, everyone, for your responses. Yes, Devendra. So, a very warm welcome to all of you who are joining us live on our YouTube channel today. And we are really very happy to host today's session in collaboration with Jenni AI. This you already may be aware from our previous webinar that they have done with us, right? And they have been doing some incredible work in reducing the friction that researchers will face during scientific writing. And today they are here to showcase the new features that recently was added to their platform. Now at Jenni AI, the mission is very simple yet very powerful. It is to accelerate scientific discovery by removing any kind of small barriers that can slow down your research, and to build an AI powered research workspace where researchers can actually focus on what truly matters. Finding new ideas and sharing with the world is what is their main agenda. So please help me welcome our speaker for the day, Mr. Justin Wong.
Thank you very much. It's nice
Justin.
to be on the webinar today.
Yes, it's nice to have you back with us again. So for everyone, I wanted to inform that Mr. Justin is the head of commercial operations at Jenni AI, where he oversees operational international sales, partnerships, and go-to-market strategy. He brings 6 years of experience working across tech and edtech startups, and he's very passionate about bringing AI into academia in a way that enhances research output while staying aligned with ethical and responsible use. We are really glad to have him up with us today, and we are looking forward to what you have to offer in this area. So, just to let you know, Mr. Justin will walk us through the new features which are added to the Jenni platform and explain how these upgrades can actually help you and support scientific and technical writing, right from turning an idea into a structured draft within minutes to simplifying the citations and helping researchers stay credible through a well organized research library. So, after the walkthrough, he will also show us a live demo as well, post which we can take up some questions from the audience. Okay, so with that, let's begin. Justin, thank you once again, and over to you. Please take over the controls. The screen is all yours.
Awesome. Thank you so much for the introduction. But again, hey, everyone. My name is Justin from the Jenni AI team. I'm the head of commercial operations here. Really excited to showcase the Jenni AI platform and how we can accelerate academic research, writing, and learning. So let's get started. So just for some context about a little bit about the company so far, our company was actually founded in 2018, even before GPT-3 came out. So we're really pioneers in the AI space for academia. So we have over 20 team members across the world in over 9 different countries. So we've really been in the working with researchers and lecturers and faculty for many years. So just for some context of what the problem we are trying to solve here at Jenni is one, the challenges when writing a research paper. So writing a research paper is really an essential part of any academic and professional growth, but it does come with its own set of challenges. For one, information is often scattered across multiple different apps, whether that's reference management tools, writing software, AI support systems. These all usually operate in silos, making it harder to streamline the entire research and academic writing process. Secondly, publishing in formal academic English can also be a major hurdle. To get your work into top-ranking journals, your paper needs to meet very high standards of fluency and precision, which can be very daunting for many researchers. Finally, uncovering meaningful research gaps can also be challenging. Researchers and students need to identify relevant and recent works, connect them to their study, and cite everything correctly. And this alone can take significant amounts of time. So that's where Jenni AI comes in. We're an AI-powered workspace to help you read, write, and organize your research with ease. We help streamline tasks such as manuscript drafting, finding relevant citations, literature reviews, and much more. So really think of us as a combination between ChatGPT, Grammarly, Microsoft Word, and Zotero, all consolidated into one tool. So why do leading universities and institutions currently use Jenni? Firstly, Jenni is able to help jumpstart any manuscript from scratch with features such as our AI autocomplete and sentence suggestion. So no more staring at a blank page when a grant deadline is looming. Secondly, Jenni is also able to enhance existing drafts as well, whether that's polishing grammar, tightening clarity, and strengthening arguments, essentially helping papers sail through peer reviews. Jenni also offers a wide list of auto citation features as well, which allows you to handle reference management automatically, formatting citations in over 2,600 styles, saving faculty and students hours per paper. Jenni also offers AI-powered literature review tools to help rapidly summarize and synthesize large bodies of research, accelerating evidence gathering for a thesis or systematic review. Finally, Jenni is able to provide also targeted feedback generation on whether that's your structure, your tone, on the logic, giving authors essentially an on-demand writing center that scales across your entire university or institution. So this is just a quick overview of all the features that I'm mentioning just so far, but we're going to jump right into a quick demo of the platform as well. So essentially, this is what the platform looks like right here. It's essentially broken up into 3 main sections. And the first section is our AI-powered text editor. So think of something like Microsoft Word or Google Docs, but we've integrated AI to give you suggestions on sentences, as well as citations from our database of over 250 million research articles. So let's create a new document to get started here. So we can just press New and Document. And the first thing that Jenni will ask you to do is to write a prompt about what you're currently working on. So this is a great place to put in your research question, your manuscript type, or any additional details to give Jenni context of what you're working on. So let's say we're writing a literature review on the keto diet. And as you can see, Jenni is giving us a rating based on how detailed our prompt is. So of course, something like the keto diet, it's quite a broad topic. So let's add some additional details to give Jenni more context of what we're working on. So instead of just the keto diet, we can say something like the limitations, challenges, and potential alternatives to the keto diet. And that's a better prompt to get started. Next, we can generate an outline. So we have 2 options here. We have standard headings, which is a very standardized structure of how your manuscript should be written. Things like introduction, methodology, results, conclusion, things like that. And then we have smart headings, which will actually analyze your document prompt and give you tailored suggested subtopics based on your existing draft. So let's just go with smart headings. And within our autocomplete settings here as well, in the bottom left, this is where we can choose our citation style. So we have over 2,600 styles to choose from. So any specific style you're looking for, we very likely have it. I'll stick with APA for this example. So once everything looks good, I've written my prompt, I've chosen my outline structure, chosen my citation style. Now we can just go ahead and click Start Writing. And Jenni will be able to generate us an auto-generated title as well as the structure of our paper here as well. And again, this is just Jenni's suggested structure. You can always edit, delete, add new headings, even change current headings to plain text at any time, just like so. So if I just click anywhere on the text editor and hold my cursor for a few seconds, Jenni will start to give us suggestions of what we can add to our paper, just like so. If we like the suggestion, we can press accept, and Jenni will start to give us a new suggestion. And this is designed intentionally so that the researcher can really understand and accept each generation before adding it to your paper. So you can press accept, but if you don't like this suggestion, you can press try again, and Jenni will give you a different response, just like so. You may notice that Jenni can give in-text citations here as well. What's great about Jenni is that you can click into each citation to view the metadata, just like so. And these citations are either coming from Jenni's external database of 250 million research articles, or this is coming from your library of uploaded sources as well. So I'll go over the library in a little bit, but funny enough, if I click into this citation, it actually says that it is a library source. So what I can do there is I can actually click open quote, and Jenni will actually highlight, open the PDF in a new tab and highlight exactly which section of text it got the information from to prove that it's not hallucinating any information. So let's go back to our text editor. And every time an in-text citation or in-text citations are added into Jenni, it will also automatically create a reference list at the bottom here below as well that I can change to any citation style I want. So I can go from APA to IEEE, and all of the references will adjust, as well as the in-text citations here, just like so. So this is especially useful if you're submitting to multiple different journals that require different citation styles. So typically something would take countless hours of time is now reduced to just mere seconds. Another thing that Jenni can do is, let's say, for example, Jenni did not give us any citations for this sentence. What you can do is highlight any section of text and click our Cite button. And this will open our Citation Search Manager, where you can find other relevant research articles to cite from. So you can add additional details in the text box here. You can also filter by a specific year range. But again, you can always look through all of these articles. We also have impact factor. And if you just click view, just like so, Jenni will actually open the article in a new tab. Excuse me, my internet might be a little slow. Well, you should be able to upload, to open the article in a new tab, just like so. My internet is just a little slow at the moment. Let me try a different paper. Right. But unfortunately, I can't open it, but let's moving on. You should be able to open these papers just so that you can confirm the relevancy to your work. So another thing that you can do with Jenni is highlight any section of text and use our Edit with AI features. And this is where you can do things like improve the fluency, strengthen your argument, increase the formality, things like that. And you can also create your own custom prompt as well. So I can say something like paraphrase with an argumentative tone, and Jenni will give us a response. Just like so. And Jenni will actually also suggest what it changed and why. So I can add, continue to have a conversation with Jenni, or I can just replace the selection just like so. So that's what you can do with the AI text editor. We also support different formatting blocks, such as images. So you can upload images directly from your computer files. We also allow you to create tables here as well, code blocks for more STEM faculties, as well as inline equations and math blocks here as well, just like so. So that is the AI text editor. The next main function of the platform is the library. So think of any reference management tool like Zotero or Mendeley. built right into the Jenni workspace. You can upload sources via PDFs. You can directly connect your Zotero or Mendeley account to Jenni and automatically add all of your sources into your Jenni library. You can import your sources as a .bib file if you're using a different reference manager like EndNote, for example, or you can simply copy and paste a DOI, PubMed, or archive URL to Jenni and add your sources into your library. Once your sources are added into your library, you can click into them at any time to review the metadata. You can also create collections to organize your sources easier, especially if you're working on multiple different projects. But again, what you can do with Jenni is if you have a PDF of the article, you can actually just click Open PDF, just like so, and it will open a PDF view of the article. And what you can do with that is just press AI chat right here in the top left. And this is where you can ask additional questions to your paper. So I can say something like, what are some new research questions that have come out of this paper? And Jenni will give us a response. We also have something called agentic chat, which allows you to actually review the exact thought process that Jenni and our AI chat assistant is taking to give you your response. Just like so. If you just click into any of these citations right here, you can just click scroll to quote. And again, Jenni will highlight exactly which section of text it got the information from to prove that it's not hallucinating any information. If I scroll to this quote, it will go to a different source or a different section of the text. So let's go over to the text editor and library again. But the most important part about the library is that Jenni can actually leverage your uploaded sources to give you tailored suggestions on sentences as well as citations for your written draft. And how you would do that is by going over to the settings tab here. And we have two options. We have auto cite from external sources and we have auto cite from library. So auto cite from external sources is leveraging our existing database of 250 million research articles. And auto cite from library is also referencing your library. But let's say, for example, I have this collection of 5 papers about the ketogenic diet already consolidated. If I only want Jenni to cite from these 5 papers, I can actually turn off external sources and select a specific collection within my library right here. And now Jenni will only cite and give me suggestions from this collection right here. I can also create a citation.
Excuse me, Justin.
Oh, yes.
Sorry for the interruption, but your slides, I mean, the pages are not changing. It's in the same old page. The screen is not moving.
Oh,
I think the page has gone stuck.
Oh, I see. That's strange.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can, instead of...
If you could reshare once again, and I think this has been happening for the last 3-4 minutes.
Okay, let me just try one more time. So because I'm switching in between tabs, so if I switch to this tab, will that work? Okay, so it's switching now, it seems like.
Yeah. If you could kindly repeat a few lines before what you meant about the citation feature for Mendeley's Zotero from there, please.
Sure, let me just try it one more time. So what I was mentioning about some citations is, for example, I believe that you should have been able to see if I highlight any section of text, I can click cite, just like so. And I can cite the article just like so, very easily. But when we have sources in our actual library here, if I actually open a PDF, right, it will actually highlight and open the PDF in a new tab, just like so. And this is where I can ask questions using our AI chat right here to ask questions about this paper. So the first question that I asked was, what are some new research questions that have come out of this paper? But I can also say, can you summarize the key points found in this article? and Jenni would be able to give us a response. I was also mentioning we have something called agentic chat, which allows you to review the thought process of our AI chat assistant as Jenni is giving us our response here. So once Jenni gives us a response, I can actually click into any of these citations here, and it will scroll to the direct quote that I got the information from to prove that it's not hallucinating the information. So if I go click on another quote, it'll scroll to a different section. Oh, I think that's the same one I clicked. Let's try this one, just like so. So that's what the AI chat in the library does. So moving back to the library, what I was mentioning was the most important part about the Jenni library is that if Jenni is also able to leverage your existing uploaded sources to give you tailored suggestions on sentences as well as citations for your written draft, right? So like I was mentioning, I have this five papers in this collection called the Keto Diet. And if I only want Jenni to cite from those collection, I can just click auto cite from library and turn off Jenni's external database. And now Jenni will only cite and give suggestions from those 5 papers. I can also create a citation recency filter. So if I only need sources of the last 5 years or the last 10 years, I can set that and Jenni will no longer give suggestions dated back to before 2015, for example. So that is the library feature. The last main function of the platform is our AI chat. So think of of course, like ChatGPT. I already asked questions to an individual PDF, but you can also ask questions to other components of the Jenni workspace. So as you can see here, I can ask questions to Jenni's current document here. I can also ask to my entire library. I can ask to Jenni's external database of sources. I can even ask to individual collections or sources as well. So I can ask questions about this collection, about the keto diet, and my current document right here. So I can say something like, can you suggest an engaging hook to my introduction based on this collection of papers? And Jenni will give us a response. And that's pretty much how to use the Jenni platform. We also allow you to export all of your work out as a Microsoft Word doc, including all of the references and citations, or as a LaTeX file, or you can publish a read-only version of your paper to send to co-authors, reviewers, or other members of your team. So that's the Jenni workspace. So going back to our presentation here, this is just a little bit of an overview of all of the features I covered, including the AI autocomplete, as well as sentence suggestion, our automatic in-text citations, our research library, where you can upload your own sources and Jenni can reference them, as well as consolidate your sources, our AI Ask Jenni chat, as well as many more features right here. So moving on, boosting research productivity has become significantly easier with Jenni AI. With Jenni, researchers can complete their manuscript up to 4 to 5 times faster compared to traditional tools like Microsoft Word. Also, with our Ask Jenni AI chat, reading time for academic papers has been found to be reduced by up to 64%, really helping users analyze and digest existing research significantly quicker. There was also a recent study that researchers who adopt AI tools like Jenni can see up to 3 times as many citations compared to non-adopters. So implementation for admins, faculty, and students is actually very easy. Our product serves over 5 million users worldwide, so we have a very easy to use interface built right into the system. But we also do offer video tutorials, live training sessions just like this one, as well as 2 dedicated support channels as well. So we also have a few research-friendly features lined up for this year, including deep research, document collaboration, so something very similar to Google Docs, where you can work alongside your co-authors, as well as the ability to import data sets as well. So this year, we also managed to hit the 5 million. This is just a little bit about some of the researchers and users that are using Jenni. So we have users all the way from just starting their undergrad or postgraduate studies, all the way up to senior researchers at the Ministries of Education. And we also do have quite a number of papers that have been published into Q1 and Q2 journals that actually acknowledge the use of Jenni. So for example, this manuscript was checked and corrected by large language model via Jenni AI. And during this preparation of this work, the author used Jenni AI to improve the fluency and readability. So these are just a few of the examples here from papers that have actually been published and acknowledge the use of Jenni as well. So like I was mentioning, this year we also managed to hit the 5 million user mark from institutes, universities, and colleges all around the world. But really, in summary, Jenni is really revolutionizing the way that students, faculty approach research and academic writing. With Jenni, academics can complete their manuscripts up to 4 to 5 times faster and review 3 times as many papers in the process, which not only enhances productivity, but also fosters a higher level of academic excellence. And we're also doing a promotion partnered with Biotechnica, where you can actually use code BIO20 for a 20% discount on any premium plans of Jenni. But yeah, that's my quick presentation. Thank you very much. And happy to answer any questions.
Thank you so much, Justin, for the brief presentation. While that connection broke off for a while, one of our audience has asked about the tables and uploading of figures. If you could repeat the demonstration, please, about tables
Yes.
and uploading of figures.
Yes, no worries. So as you can see, we have a bottom panel right here. So anytime you want to just click into the text editor, wherever your cursor is, you can just click Insert Table, and it will insert a table. You can also add additional columns, just like so. You can also insert images and upload them from your computer files, just like so. We also support different, for STEM faculties, we also support code blocks here, as well as inline equations, as well as math blocks that can be written in LaTeX, just like so.
All right. Thank you so much for the demo. So we have some questions. So meanwhile, I'll request our audiences to kindly post your doubts and queries that you have. You can clarify it from Mr. Wong. Okay, and meanwhile, I have some queries from our audiences in other platforms. So is the research library feature available in the free plan or only in the paid version?
Yes, so pretty much all of the features are available on the free plan. They just have limits. So they have daily limits. So the research library is completely available, but you would only be able to upload up to, I believe, 10 PDFs or sources into your library so that you can review them and ask questions too. So with the
Okay.
premium plan, we
All
also
right.
allow you to, oh, sorry. I was just going to say with the premium plan,
Yes,
we also
sorry.
allow
Please
you to
go
upload
ahead. Please, sorry.
unlimited sources. Yeah.
Okay. So thank you for that clarification. So Justin, how is this, can you pinpoint specifically which are the features that you have just mentioned in a summary, which is different from the previous version? How is this version even better than the previous version?
Yeah, so we have a few new features, including the agentic chat, which allows you to actually review the thought process, as well as being able to actually select, especially within the PDF view, selecting exactly which citations will scroll to quote and highlight which sections of text you're getting the information from. So it's just a lot easier when you're asking Jenni a question to actually fact check whether Jenni is where Jenni got the information from. So because you could potentially get a response from Jenni, right? But then you would have to scroll through the whole article to know where it got the information from. Now we make it very easy, and I'll highlight the section of text for you, just like so. Another thing that we added recently is our review check here as well. And this is actually an AI detection check, which will actually give you your AI score so that you can help seamlessly integrate your own writing to match whatever guidelines are set by your university or by the journal that you're publishing by. So another feature that we've recently launched is actually our AI declaration. So we have countless papers that have actually been published that use Jenni and actually acknowledge the use of Jenni. And the most important part is actually just acknowledging the use of AI. And that's what most publishers and journals care about. So it's just very easy. You just press /AI declaration, and Jenni can create the AI usage declaration for you just like so.
Okay. Thank you for that elaborate explanation, Justin. So anyways, I think this feature is really remarkable. Jenni AI is giving you the actual facts. Like, it's ensuring factual accuracy, and not only that, it is showing you while generating the scientific content, it is showing you that from where it has got the content, right? So we can rely on it that it is absolutely it is absolutely accurate, and it is not just hallucinating. So I think that's a wonderful feature, and it's something that the researchers can completely rely on. So Justin, just to clarify it once again, already I think you have mentioned that the citation feature is compatible with the tools like Mendeley, Zotero, and EndNote, right? So I also want to know that the SCAN users upload their own research papers or PDFs and get suggestions based on them?
Yes, that's correct as well. So if you just create new document right here, Jenni will first initially ask you to write a prompt about what you're currently working on. But if you just close it, you can actually import any existing draft from a docx file or a Microsoft Word file. And Jenni will also be able to give you suggestions, help you edit, add citations, and much more from your existing draft.
Okay. So I think one of the audience has one question. I'm not sure what does he really mean to ask. Sometimes the content is repeated. Puneet Reddy, are you asking for the solution for this? Like, if Jenni AI can help in this part? Sometimes the content is repeated. If you could elaborate on your query, then we can get back to it, please. Okay. So meanwhile, Justin, I also wanted to know, like, how does Jenni handle domain-specific writing? That is, for example, it's in biotech field or is in bioinformatics field or microbiology field. So how does it handle domain-specific writing?
Right. So firstly, we have a wide database of 250 million research articles that cover a wide variety of almost every domain or field of study. But additionally, the most important part is one, organizing your own sources to begin with. So when you start writing, you can actually upload your sources all into Jenni, and Jenni can recognize a lot more about what you're writing about. Additionally, writing your initial prompt is the best part to help Jenni understand exactly which field of study that you are currently working on. So adding as much details as possible in this document prompt about your specific research question that you're looking at, your manuscript type, and any additional details is always helpful. And the more that you write about with your own words, the more that Jenni will understand what you're writing about and be able to give you even more tailored suggestions.
Okay. Thank you for that clarification, Justin. So one of our audience has asked a question, how to avoid the repeated content?
Yes. So sometimes when Jenni is giving an initial suggestion, for example, if you press try again, maybe a few times, Jenni may also suggest the same suggestion to you as well. So what I recommend doing is trying to, maybe use some of the initial suggestions and write mid-sentence, and Jenni can give you help with it mid-sentence and adjust the sentence. Or if you just write an additional sentence yourself, Jenni will also be able to give you different suggestions as well.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So let
So
me
there's your
just show
solution.
you an example
Yes, that
right here.
that
So
would be
if,
great.
for example, let's say Jenny is giving this suggestion to me, right? And it's given it to me. I've pressed try again, maybe like 5, 6 times, and it's looped back to this suggestion. So
So, sorry for the interruption, Justin. Have you shared
yes.
your screen because it's not visible?
Oh, it should be visible, but let me try again. Can you see it now?
Yeah, it's there.
Okay, great. So let's say, for example, this suggestion Jenny gave to me initially, and then I've try again, maybe about 5, 6 times. I'm not interested in any of the suggestions, for example, and Jenny has looped back to the initial suggestion here. If I want to stop any to generate some new suggestions, all I need to do is maybe think about how to start the new sentence. So I can just say something like, according to, instead, according to, and now Jenny can actually give us a different sentence, just like so. Right. Or if I just write a new sentence, Jenny will be able to give us brand new suggestions.
Okay. So this is something wonderful to avoid the repeated content. I hope Puneet, your question is answered now. So we have another question from Xavier. Is Jenny safe? Since
So
if you upload our confidential research work, so is Jenny safe? I think that's what
yes,
he means.
so we do have a pretty thorough data protection and data protection and security policy. So essentially, none of your uploaded sources or your current drafts, they're shared with any other users, and we don't use them to train any of our models. They're completely private to you and confidential to you.
Okay, thank you for that clarification. So one more question that I wanted to know about, Justin, is that how does Jenny maintain ethical standards while assisting with this academic writing?
Yes. So for one, as I mentioned before, we do actually firstly only generate sentences or suggestions on a sentence by sentence basis. And this is a very intentional design so that it's not like ChatGPT where I'll generate the whole section of text for you. It really helps you understand and accept each generation before it adds it into your paper, as well as you can always seamlessly integrate your own writing as well at any time. Additionally, we also have the AI detection feature, like I was mentioning, that will actually show you exactly how much AI score you're currently at. And this is where you can seamlessly integrate your own writing as well to lower your AI score to match whatever guidelines are set by your university or your institution. So as I mentioned, we have like lots of different articles that mention the use of Jenny into Q1 and Q2 journals. So Jenny is generally very accepted in the academic writing space. So as you can see here, this journal, for example, if I just search Jenny, we can actually see the declaration of, as long as you acknowledge the use of Jenny, so or AI. That's what most of the journals and publishers care the most about, is one that you're using AI in moderation, as well as you're acknowledging the use of it. So during the preparation of this work, the authors used Jenni AI to improve the fluency and readability of this paper. So that's just an example.
Okay, thank you so much, Justin. So we have a few more questions. So Puneet Reddy is also asking about what about plagiarism? How does Jenny take care of that?
Yes, so we do have a built-in plagiarism checker into the system. So Jenny should never give you a suggestion that is plagiarized. And additionally, it will also cite the paper that it got the information from, so that it will accredit the information to a specific source.
Okay, thank you so much. So Saurav Sharma has a question. Can we predict the data figures, such as data figure results and discussions?
So that's something that we are currently working on, is the ability to import data sets, as well as being able to upload them to our Ask Jenni chat as well, so that you can consolidate your results and things like that. But that's something that is currently in the works, and we've heard a lot of users ask about that. So we're definitely working on that.
That's good to know, Justin. Okay, so we have a question from Nick Gore. When it comes to pricing the annual plan, do I have to pay $12 each month for a year, or I would only pay $12 for a whole year? If you could please confirm on that part.
So I will say that $12. So for annual plans, it would be $12 times 12 months. So that would be $144 US. But we do also provide regional discounted pricing. That's just our original pricing at $144 US. Our discounted pricing is actually 50% discounted in India. So the pricing for an annual subscription is actually only $72. And then with our code right here as well, bio20, you can actually get an additional 20% discount from there as well.
So that's a huge opportunity, and you should, I think, all the viewers who are planning to use this heavily, I think that's an excellent offer, and you should definitely avail this, especially with this codes and the discounted offers going on. So, Justin, what about this Jenni AI? Could you please help us understand how does it differ from other writing tools that researchers may already be using, or that they already are familiar with? So, how is Jenni AI different from those other writing tools?
Yeah, I can just name a few like common academic tools that people often compare to Jenni, just like even things like ChatGPT, right, or Notebook LM, for example. So for one, ChatGPT, it's generating large bodies of text all at once, which is not really seamless in the writing process. Additionally, ChatGPT is actually indexing the entire or referencing the whole web, right? So that can also include unverified sources such as Wikipedia in its responses, right? Jenni specifically only is tailored to academic writing and will only reference our database of 250 million research articles that are peer reviewed and published, or your uploaded sources as well, right? So that's how we differ from something like ChatGPT, for one.
Nice to know, Justin. So tell me one thing, for students who are working on these theses or dissertations, if you could summarize, like, what are the best ways to integrate Jenni into their workflow without crossing academic integrity boundaries?
Yes. So our main, like I mentioned, our main features are definitely one, it is our sentence suggestion, really being able to help remove any writer's block, especially when you're writing your paper. It's especially important to make sure that you're still seamlessly integrating your own writing while you're working on your paper. Additionally, uploading your own sources directly from Zotero or Mendeley so that you can chat with them and consolidate your information. So let's say, for example, I have this collection of the ketogenic diet, and I can say something like, can you outline some common themes that connect these papers together?
Justin, if you could switch the screen, please, to the other one. Yeah.
And so I have this collection of papers about the keto diet, and I say, can you outline some common themes that connect these papers together? And Jenni will be able to give us a response, just like so. Really being able to read and analyze existing research a lot faster is one of our major benefits, just like so.
Okay. So I think we have pretty much heard of everything that Jenni has to offer. And do we have any upcoming features or improvement that you can give us a sneak peek of, apart from the one which you mentioned, that the feature of analyzing the data figures? So if apart from that, there are any upcoming features that we users can expect it for the next version?
Yes, so document collaboration is one that we're really excited about. So that's where it's very similar to Google Docs, where you can all work alongside each other on the same paper. And like you mentioned about the importing data sets, that's one that's super exciting as well. And finally, especially for those who have a subscription or library subscription with their university to multiple different journals, we're actually working on a way to directly connect to your library of sources or university subscriptions, so that you can automatically have all of your sources consolidated into your Jenni library as well.
Okay, so we are quite curious to see what Jenni has to offer in the newer version, but as of now, this sounds really great, and I'm sure our audience and viewers and users will be making lot use from this newer version. So I will pick up one last question. If you still have any other queries, please send us a message now itself in the live chat section. While we'll be taking up this question as of now from Saurav Sharma, if we upload the new published research paper, in case that paper is not in Jenni library, then can we check the important result insights about those papers?
Yes, of course. So, of course, we have a very vast database of sources, but at the end of the day, we don't have every single source, even though our database updates daily. But again, if you have any paper, as well as the PDF of the source that you upload, you can always just click Open PDF, just like so. And it will actually open the PDF of the article, where then you can ask questions and analyze the data or information within the paper. So we have the chat assistant right here, and you can just ask whatever question you want about the information, about the paper.
Okay. So thank you so much, Justin. I think that's all from the audience and from us as well. I once again thank you for your time that you have taken from your busy schedule to let us know and to explain so elaborately about the wonderful features. And certainly, this will help the researchers to overcome their difficulties that they face while writing, right? So, even at Biotechnica, we have so many students undergoing projects, internships. So, even they face a lot of hurdles and challenges while consolidating their end report. So, definitely, I think they can try these newer versions. So, with that, we come to an end. Thank you so much, Justin, for joining us.
Thank you very much.
And we'll see you again. We'll see you again in our next webinar.
Awesome.